Of course, like I said the other day, another leak. Well, there's a lot of new information and stuff going on right now, even with Nintendo themselves, that might hint at something big actually right around the corner. Before we get into the Nintendo stuff, of course, today, I want to start off with the information from yesterday. So, the company Genki, which actually makes accessories for different game consoles and even Switch, had a show flooring at CES yesterday where they were actually showing off their accessories for Switch 2 and actually had their own 3D printed models of the exact one-to-one replica of Switch 2, which they have claimed they actually do have a Switch 2 unit, but clearly they're not allowed to show that off. So they're showing off their printed versions, and they're showing off what the Joy-Con are going to look like. So we pretty much know exactly what the console is going to look like, which is kind of sad, because it's just like, how do we get this officially revealed by everybody but Nintendo at this point? But yeah, they showed it off, and they showed off their accessories. They also showed off some of the things that they're going to have with it, like third-party controllers and stuff like that, and even third-party Joy-Con. But today, we actually have a full trailer that this company actually posted on their website. Now, real quick, before we jump into that trailer, thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys rock. You're amazing. We got over 200 brand new subscribers the other day, so if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Let's see how many we can get in this video alone. You guys are amazing, and back to the video. So first, let me just show you the trailer that Genki actually showed off at the expo. I'm sure you guys are having the same reaction that I did. What in the world is going on? This is like a full rendered trailer for these Joy-Con and even for the Switch tablet itself. What is Nintendo doing? Like, this looks like the high-level quality trailer that we're going to end up getting from Nintendo themselves, but we're getting it from a third-party accessory company instead. What is happening? The first thing that I noticed is it seems that Nintendo is in fact going with this blue and orange theming with their Joy-Con. The all black with the slight blue and orange behind the sticks is actually amazing. It looks so freaking good, and I love that idea. Now, we've covered these Joy-Con 100 times. There's not much else to say about the actual controllers. Now, they do also show off how the Joy-Con will attach, where it's just like we thought, those back levers are the buttons in order to detach them from the base. It also looks like we might have to press the button again in order to attach them. Pressing the button looks like it releases this little peg knob towards the top that comes out of this hole in order to attach into the slide. We also get to see the top of the Switch more, and it looks pretty similar to the current Switch, just with a couple changes up there. Like, for instance, there's a USB-C at the top as well as the bottom. There's a couple other grooves and notches maybe for attachments up there in the control panel for the power and the, plus and minus with the volume. They actually pop out now, which is a lot better, because man, it was always a pain to stick my nail in there sometimes. I bite my nails, I'm sorry. Now, this is what was interesting. It's weird how the actual triggers kind of blend into each other, where Z and R are right next to ZL and ZR. I mean, like, literally no space in between them, which I hope isn't a problem when it comes to hitting them. Like, you might get mixed up or accidentally hit the back one. Maybe it's not as bad as a problem as I'm thinking, but I'm just like, for one, it looks really cool, but I'm just hoping it works right. And then at the end, we get to see the whole thing snap into the dock, and their accessories can actually stay on the Switch even when it's in the dock, which is pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think any accessories really did that right now with current Switch, but you can see with the dock, it's just a little bit bigger, it's more curved, and it doesn't really show more of the screen. I think a lot of the rumors thought it would show a lot more of the screen. I don't really see that. But if you look, as it starts to turn and pan, you can see that there is a Switch 2 symbol in the middle of the dock that seems to be kind of engraved into it, so where you have to kind of like look around at a certain angle to see that logo. So this is pretty much the most unofficial, official trailer that we've ever gotten. This is pretty much the Switch 2, and it's crazy that this is coming from someone that's not Nintendo. And it's just like, what is Nintendo doing, man? Like, how is this allowed? You can tell that, the rumors have been that accessory companies are frustrated with Nintendo and that embargoes have lifted, because obviously there was some type of internal delay and they were supposed to reveal the console earlier, but man, I mean, accessory companies are angry is just an understatement, because I mean, they're over here making full trailers for everything, showing off like their own renders and models of what the Switch 2 is going to look like. I have never in my life seen any game company go through something like this, and how many leaks have come out from Switch 2. I'm sorry, but I know people will always be in the comments talking about Nintendo just doesn't care about these leaks, it's not going to hurt them. Well, you might want to hold back on that statement. The same company, Genki, has mentioned something that I fear the most. Apparently, there's a story from Genki that states that the Nintendo Switch 2 can be bought right now on the black market, which, yeah, it's absolutely insane if true. Like Nintendo Prime says here, please don't go try to find this thing. I mean, it is extremely dangerous to do anything like this on the black market. Nintendo will probably come after you. Don't try this. This is insane. Please don't. But that right there is what I feared the most. If some of these people are popping up to have these Switch 2s, clearly there's Switch 2s out there. And I knew that there would eventually be some black market for these things. And I know it kind of happens all the time, but I mean, for Nintendo to not even reveal the thing yet, and there's black market Switch 2s out there, is dangerous on a whole nother level. Like, this is the thing that I was saying. Nintendo waiting this long, it's just a matter of time now until someone decides to be bold and go online with this stuff. Yeah, Nintendo's gonna attack them, but some people don't care. We've seen it in the past. All it takes is for one person to upload some footage and it's over. I mean, they could upload the UI, the operating system, everything with the internal specs, everything that the Switch 2 can do, pretty much everything but probably the games at this point would be leaked. And that's extremely scary, because by then there'd be no point to even care about a reveal trailer outside of the games. We would know everything, and that is something that I'm fearing for the most. And the way things have been going, every single day for the last couple of weeks, we've been getting more and more pieces. I mean, right now we pretty much have every single physical piece of hardware leaked by now, and right now we're just waiting on the UI and everything. So at this rate, literally in a couple days or even a week, we could be getting that revealed. So Nintendo needs to hurry. So with what we heard from leakers, it seems like Nintendo has something planned for this month, but not this week, which is very conflicting in my mind, because if it's not this week, it also means it's not going to be next week, because next week is Donkey Kong Country Returns. I don't think they're going to reveal Switch 2 on the same week that a game comes out. I mean, I just don't see that happening. But apparently both Samus Hunter and Piero are saying that the only things we're going to get this week is stuff that we already know, because Piero states that this week is just going to be Xenoblade news, which I already said before is pretty weird that we'd be getting any type of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, that's a long name, but any type of overview trailer this soon. Normally it's like a month until the game comes out. The game comes out March 20th, so getting an overview trailer on the week of January 8th is just weird. I mean, very weird. Nintendo has been extremely stupid with the Switch 2 reveal so far, just holding it back this long. So waiting another 2 weeks with everything that's happening just this week alone would just be the most brain dead plan ever. I don't know why Nintendo is just refusing to just show us the thing and just put these stupid leaks to rest if we can just see it from Nintendo themselves. What would that hurt? I mean, honestly, I feel like it's hurting the games that are coming out right now more than anything. If Nintendo comes out on Twitter today and reveals a Xenoblade Chronicles overview trailer, fans are going to bash it, and that's just not good for Xenoblade fans, because they're excited for this game, and I respect that, but fans are going to bash it because they're waiting for one thing, Switch 2. So if they give us a trailer, and especially for Xenoblade of all things, I already know fans are going to be going insane, because they are already doing so for Donkey Kong. I've seen this before with Nintendo Directs when people were waiting, but never to this degree. I mean, almost every single comment to whatever Nintendo puts up on Twitter that's not Switch 2 related gets absolutely blasted by comments stating, "Where's Switch 2? Where's Switch 2? We don't care about this. Where's Switch 2? And I'm talking almost I'm like 99% of the comments, and I'm just showing you just as much as I could scroll right now. And if you just go look at the tweet yourselves, you can just scroll endlessly, and there's just non-stop Switch 2 tweets. Like, people are so fed up, they don't even care about the games that are coming out. This is going to actively hurt Donkey Kong, I'm telling you right now. Nintendo needs to get this thing revealed, and at least just say, hey, you can play Donkey Kong on the thing when it releases as well, maybe in a better frame rate or something. I don't know, just like show the trailer, just show forget Donkey Kong, forget Xenoblade for just this week. and show the trailer. Now there is one glimpse of hope. It seems as if Nintendo could be hinting at Switch 2 or some type of reveal very soon. The only Nintendo Twitter account, being Nintendo of Japan, actually changed their banner out of nowhere, and they changed it to a random picture of Mario and Luigi revealing a white background. There's nothing there, and it's a very weird change for this time period. And normally I'd be like, it's nothing, but it's strange when they're the only Nintendo Twitter account that has done this. Every single other account, for the most part, has a banner of Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which is normally what they do to advertise a current game. The only one that doesn't is like Nintendo of Europe, that has like the Fitness Boxing 3 thing up there still, which I don't even know why that's the case, but every single other account is all Donkey Kong. Now, somebody on Reddit actually mentioned that they have done this before. Actually, using the Wayback Machine, they were able to check on Twitter, and they were able to find out that they actually did this for the initial Switch 1 reveal trailer, and they actually changed their banner to the same picture back on October of 2016. Which is kind of crazy. So are they hinting at something? Is Nintendo of Japan about to reveal something? It's hard to say. But you do have to admit, it's very strange, and even the renders that they use are very, very old. Like, these are old renders of Mario and Luigi. This almost reminds you back of the old Nintendo Directs back in the day, in like the Wii and Wii U era. So like, what in the world's going on here? And I know this one's silly, but it just makes me laugh every time. But everybody has like this theory on Twitter that every single time that the Walmart gaming Twitter account actually posts something, like they always are posting something about a Nintendo Direct, and it always happens literally like within the week or like a couple of weeks later. And it's funny. I don't know if they do it on purpose or if they know something that we don't or something, or it's just complete luck. But yeah, they just made a post about an hour ago talking about, what do you think we'll see the first Nintendo Direct this year? So who knows? Is it finally time? And as of the time of recording this, it's almost been a full 24-hour day until we've seen any tweets from Nintendo, at least for Nintendo of America, and I believe also some other accounts as well. There's some other tweets that has been here and there from, like, for instance, Japan posted like a job listing tweet or something. But for the most part, it's been a while, and it's been kind of quiet on Nintendo's social media front. So maybe it means something, probably not. We're probably going to get a Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition reveal here within like an hour or so. So we'll see. We'll come back to this and comment down below what actually happens. But we're going to sit and wait patiently, because maybe something's happening, maybe not. Maybe we'll have to wait a couple weeks still. Maybe you have to wait a month. You know what? Maybe Nintendo sends out a tweet and says, we're going to push everything back, and we'll have a reveal within this next fiscal year coming up. I don't know. I'm sorry. My brain is mush from all this Switch 2 stuff. I'm just ready to see the thing. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out. And like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See ya, guys.